3 damage to the Axis, you say. That means I have 2 health left on my robot. But luckily, I might be able to actually get in and shoot you with him next turn.
Shoot the Gon next turn?
Yeah, baby.
Then I'm going to move the Gon.
Did you self-defense buff?
1 space.
And now you're going to self-defense
Now I'm going to self-defense buff.
Got that double shell.
Let's go for it. Rolling dice. We got 1 success, so his defense is boosted by 1 this turn.
Okay.
Your turn.
You want me to show you what real tactics looks like, Jesse?
I don't know that you have the ability to do so at this point.
We do not have confidence that we're going to see that in this match.
I'm going to move my IXS over by 2 spaces.
Sure.
I'm at 13.
Sure.
I'm going to pay 3 energy to shoot you with said AXS.
What do you need to roll?
I'm looking for 3s.
3s are better.
Just a note for the people watching this, there are more ways to play Stell's team than what Jesse's been doing.
Yeah. I'm only doing it because my opponent
I deal 1 damage.
Challenged me to it. Alright. So yeah, 2 successes. I have a 1 defense buff, so I take 1 point of damage, which will put me down to 3.
Stell's team also has one of the SARs, which is one of the other turret bots, and it's a particularly fun one in my opinion. So.
Alright. Now what? What you gonna do?
I'm trying to figure out a way to block line of sight on your gun.
What you gonna do when they shoot at you? Arrows. Arrows.
What you gonna do when they shoot at you?
The Rice 6000 is going to succeed on rolls eventually.
Fried Ricer. Who remembers fighting one? It's good food with attitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we get into this argument where, oops. Alright.
The argument? You mean we have to figure out if you can actually see that robot? I think you're pretty safely unable to.
Pretty safely unable to?
Yeah, there's definitely a robot in the way.
Yeah, alright. So, because I moved my guy here, it successfully blocks line of sight there, move 6 spaces over. And
which allows him to shoot at my arrows instead of shooting at the Gon, which defeats
exactly
part of my defense.
3 energy left, which I totally budgeted on purpose, and I was definitely not going to cry like a baby if I realized that I accidentally spent too much energy on moving. So,
I think you're oversharing.
I'm going to
roll 3 dice.
I'm going to hit roll 3 dice and look for
targeting the arrows. 4s are better. That's 1.
1 damage.
I have no energy left, so I will accept your 1 damage warmly.
Warmly, like a worm.
That's wormly.
Wormly. Okay, go.
Alright. We're gonna plop down that die for 5 integrity. I'm gonna go back up to 13 energy to start my turn off. We're gonna start off with a little bit of movement. And with that little bit of movement, the Gon's gonna go there. Next, the Gon is gonna spend 2 energy in order to defense buff itself. And that's going to succeed once, so the Gon has a +1 defense boost until the start of my next turn. Then I'm going to spend 2 energy in order to fire Stell's laser.
Yeah.
And I'm going to aim it at your axis, who is at 2 integrity.
Mm-hmm.
So I need nothing below a 3. And I got nothing below a 3. So the axis is taken out of the game.
So,
man, imagine if that was an Arc 150.
Imagine if he had been advancing his go at the same time as the Ender there, so the go was possibly slightly close.
Did you defense buff your Gon yet?
I have defense buff my Gon.
How many defense buff does he have?
Gon has 1 defense buff.
Okay.
Then I am going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 energy to use the laser arrow Sol.
Uh-huh.
I need no 1s.
Have you hit my Ender yet?
Targeting your Ender. I have not.
You have not hit my Ender yet.
This is my first true attempt. And I got 2 1s.
Alright.
I have not hit your Ender.
Just as for the record, this is what usually happens when you're attempting to roll all of these high, like, low chance attacks with Stell.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Usually you
you roll
die
ones once in a while.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so I start my turn with even less energy now. I start my turn at 11.
Oh, you have energy open for damn.
1,
It won't
2,
matter, but
3, 4, 5, 6.
oh man, are you gonna try and punch me or kick me?
Should I just do a flying kick or stop dead short of your face and shoot you with the machine?
I mean, if you shoot with the laser, it would in any other case, it would pierce through. But the gun has shock absorber.
The gun does have shock
The
absorber.
gun is a really powerful unit, as it turns out. So
I'm gonna shoot you with my machine gun.
You're gonna use your Ender Vulcan?
Looking for 3s. Ender Vulcan!
You got one of them.
Oh my god.
At least it succeeded.
Wait, I can reroll.
Reduced by 1. Oh, reroll. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Alright, so I would have taken 1 damage, but because of my defense boost, I take 0.
Go.
Solid. Alright. We're gonna start things off this turn a little bit differently than last turn.
Okay, so now that
the gun's gonna move.
So now that I'm up in your face.
Now I'm gonna use Overload.
Now you're gonna overload.
So I'm gonna spend 2 energy.
Shoot me with a variety of lasers.
In order to use Laser Arrow Luna as my first action. I'm gonna roll these 2 dice right here. And one of them is gonna be a 1, so that sucks for me. I'm not gonna get you to have a defense debuff.
That's good.
So then I'm gonna spend another 4 energy in order to use Laser Arrow Soul. And we're gonna kick that off right now. And we're gonna roll another 1.
Alright. These are good things.
Not the best. So then I'm gonna spend 1 energy
YOLO Stell.
in order to give Stell arcing. I don't think I need to YOLO Stell here.
How much health do you have left on the
6?
A full 6.
YOLO Stell?
I would only do 5 damage. It's not worth it.
Hashtag YOLO Stell in the chat, please.
I'm gonna spend 2 energy.
2 energy.
To target the Ender 5000.
Is there a technical
Here,
problem? There we go.
It comes.
Alright, so didn't do things.
And that's a success. The Ender 5000 takes 2 damage.
So it does.
And that's gonna do it for me.
Okay. I'm gonna flummox you.
Flummox?
That's a good word that people don't use enough of anymore.
Can you tell me what the word flummox means?
I'm gonna...
Can you use it? Can you define it?
You know what the first word of flummox is? The first letter of flummox?
F.
No, it's Ender Buster Kick.
That's not a letter.
It's the first. It is.
I'd like to repeat the disclaimer that Breeze is not an English major.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Or necessarily an English speaker.
4 rather. So I can just fly over.
Oh man, here comes the Ender Buster Kick. Are you targeting Stell?
Yeah.
That's really rude.
Legends say that Breeze learned to speak English through very bad anime dubs.
All right.
Here comes the kick.
You ever see
Here comes the double 1.
I can do 1. There it is. I Ender Buster Kick Stell, who only has 2 health, but is
For
nonetheless
exactly
the
2
biggest
damage.
nuisance ever.
So I'd like to propose now we should give us Stell jamming to become even more of a nuisance.
Of course.
Seems a little bit.
Just to be irritating, we give
unnecessary.
her jamming 1. It's like I know you've made it 20 spaces across the board.
But you still have a chance to just not succeed your actions.
And here, let me help you with not succeeding on your actions.
All right, go.
Alright, so I'm producing a lot less energy now, so I only actually have 9 energy to start out.
God forbid.
So I'm going to use Overload.
On your team that really only needs like 7 to function.
So I'm going to use Overload.
All right.
Excuse me.
You don't want to run away first?
Why would I want to run away?
Because you're scared?
We're in manly combat. I can't Overload and run away. I can only do 1. So I'm going to use Laser Arrow Luna, targeting the Ender 5000. If I succeed, your defense is reduced by 1. And that's a success. Defense down.
Oh, so that means if you succeed on the next attack, I lose.
That's correct.
These aren't good things.
It's almost like
Here
Mass was designed to
comes
combo with itself at close range.
The roll! I rolled a 1.
Oh, look at all those ones.
So that's unfortunate. So, I am then going to leave my energy back. Other than that 1 that I'm going to use to move up. Go ahead.
Let's see what I can do to you. So, I have all 3 options available to me. I could Enderbuster kick you for 2 and be really reliable, or I could shoot you for damage.
Remember,
How much damage? Does he have any damage on him?
the arrow's
damage?
6,000 is at 5.
Right.
Remember, I have jamming 2.
I told you should have YOLO Stelled that last round.
I don't agree. It wouldn't have changed anything.
No.
Do I Ender Vulcan? Do I Enderbuster kick? Either way.
A poor go.
Either way,
400.
2 of your dice are getting rerolled.
That poor go 400 over at the top of the map there.
It contributed a whole 2
Could have been
dice
doing
rolls.
so much if there was an Ainer to scrap combine with. So
I'm gonna
sad.
use Vulcans. Would you like to reroll 2 of my dice? Which 2?
I would like to reroll your 6.
Alright, go for it.
Here comes a 2. Boom.
Oh my god.
0 damage.
I'm making such a face.
Boom.
Go.
That's what we call jamming. I have 9 energy. We're going to do the same thing as last turn and just try to blow you up. So I'm going to use Laser Arrow Luna, targeting the Ender 5000. I'm going to succeed that, so your defense is reduced.
Is it? Did you succeed on that?
I did succeed on that with a 4 and a 5.
Okay.
Then I'm going to roll these dice one more time. I'm going to use Laser Arrow Soul. If it succeeds, it will do 4 damage and end the game. It's not going to succeed.
Alright.
Because I'm going to roll 1s all the time. Hold on. I still have energy
Are
left.
you serious?
Yes?
You have to play Ring Around the
Go.
Rosie with your robot?
Yeah, you do. I have to make you use your energy.
So I'm gonna escape that nonsense by getting out of line of sight of his stupid walking shield.
You should use your laser rather than the kick.
But then you would be shock absorbed.
Wait, does this guy have aim?
Does what guy have aim?
I guess aim doesn't really matter in regards to jamming.
Correct.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Enderbuster kick. I'm gonna be safe. Never mind!
I'm going to choose to reroll 0 of those 2 dice.
Are you kidding me?
This is the best end of a game.
You should have used your laser and been shock absorbed. Killed
This
it.
is
Alright.
Horrible.
It's my turn?
Alright.
Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'm going to spend 2 energy for Laser Arrow Luna.
I can't deal with this.
Good. I'm going to roll these 2 dice real quick. We're going to succeed. Your defense is reduced. Now, we're going to roll these 4 dice. Once again, if this succeeds, I win the game.
Is this the 3rd time this has happened?
This is the 3rd time in a row that this has happened.
Alright.
Here comes the roll.
I'm almost wishing for death now.
Success!
Good, my wishes come true.
I destroy the Ender 5000, leaving my opponent with only a go, which does not produce 5 energy. And so that's going to be the
I
game.
am so jazzed.
I'm glad you had fun. Now
And
imagine
just
if you
to
had
beat
robots.
the dead horse one more time, you know it produces more than 5 energy?
Is it the ARC 150?
I think it's the R2500.
Oh, you're correct. The ARC
If I were
2500
using
does the
both
same thing.
If I were using both of my combined robots, I would probably still have at least one robot alive. And not only that, Jesse, remember that the ARC 2500's almost melee ability doesn't target, which means you can't make me re-roll my dice.
On the other hand, it does get shock absorbed.
It does get shock absorbed, so that would be an annoying Ring Around the Rosie thing I would have to do. But
I would not have been able to re-roll your dice. So you're absolutely correct. Had you played the game differently, had you chosen a different strategy to start the game, there's no way I would have won.
it was,
Had Jesse also not failed 5 yellow attacks in a row before he started
I mean,
being serious.
that would have helped me a little, but I still don't think that I would have won against the ARC 2500. I think that turns the matchup into a very bad one for me, because you can, on turn 1, you can have Ainer basically all the way across the map, which also means that I have to choose between not getting shot at by your lasers or not getting killed by Ainer.
And remember, when you combine to the Undersnow, you can move Ainer up to for free.
Yeah, so you can move him.
you are correct. I have made several
You could potentially move
actually
him
grave
like
errors.
13 spaces on turn 1, which is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
So-
that was
So I just want to. Normally I don't spend this much time berating my opponent, but You absolutely could have won this game if you had